Welcome to Tank's podcast, where you get to hear people's past experiences and by getting to know what made us into who we are as a person. So, without further ado, let's get into the show. My first guest happens to be one of my friends that I've met since the 4th grade, and we've both went to school together for the most part. Welcome to the show, Kaleb. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How was Alabama like from your early life?
Before I moved to Colorado, I was going to church every Sunday, and I was going to school.
Nice.
I don't really know. I don't really remember that much. I was 7 whenever we moved.
So what made your family move to Colorado?
My parents had a divorce, and my mom found a new guy in Colorado, so we moved there with him. My brother didn't go, but me and my 2 sisters did go, along with my mom. So, yeah.
How did you feel moving to Colorado?
It was sad. I was leaving my dad, and I was leaving my grandpa and my grandma. I was leaving most of my family, most of my cousins. It was sad to see a whole bunch of people go, and I didn't know what Colorado was going to be like. I was excited to see the mountains and stuff, and I've never seen, it snowed once in Alabama in my entire life, whenever I was like 6 or something.
Right.
But when we moved to Colorado, it was snowing every year, and it was crazy.
Man, it does suck having to deal with all that, especially not getting to live around your hometown as much.
Yeah. We got to visit like once a year, and it was different every time we came.
From what I remember is that I was at recess one time. I think I was hanging out with you-know-who, I guess. And all of a sudden you started coming over to our direction and just basically say if you can like hang out with us, I don't know if you remember, but that's kind of what it seemed like, and that's how, our friendship started forming.
Yeah. Yeah, I hardly remember any of that. My memory's been bad the past few weeks.
How did you feel transitioning over to middle school? Because obviously that's got to be one big step, going over to elementary to middle school.
It was anticlimactic, to be honest. I was expecting middle school to be all scary, and I was expecting all the kids to be huge and stuff, and way taller and way bigger and all that stuff, and I was expecting it to be way harder too, but it honestly wasn't that bad.
Right. How would you rate the school dances that you've been to?
They were weird. Like, I went to a few, and I just didn't want to go to another one, ever. They were weird, and all the kids dancing. I remember you could buy the drinks.
What was your worst memory in middle school?
Worst memory in middle school?
Yep.
Gosh, I don't know. I think whenever I moved to Cypress Elementary, not Cypress, what am I talking about? Whenever I moved to Riverside, on the first day, there was this guy. He was not really cool. He shouted, it was in the cafeteria, he shouted, "Hey, look everybody, it's a new kid," and everyone looked at me, and it was so embarrassing, bro. And gosh, I made this friend in the last period, and it was history. My crush was in that class, and my friend, he wrote a fake love letter pretending to be me, and he gave it to her, and I didn't know anything about it. And the teacher found out and read the letter out loud and even said my name. And oh my god, that was horrible. I was hiding in the corner, my face was all red, I was shaking.